Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praises and honor and glory that's due to Yahweh Bashin Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Alright, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, rule well, and as always, we give peace and salutations into the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. Brothers, the pushing the truth with all rights and sincerity, and to the Alquah, the few sisters that are listening and learning to you, I say Shalom. This your brother Andre coming back at you with another lesson through the Spanish power of Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm going to edify and to feed the lambs of Yahweh Shem Shai and continue to warn the people, especially you Israelites, man. Alright? And really, this truth is for you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's not for the heathen. This is not for the Edomites. Alright? This is for you Israelites to warn you to get right. But without further ado, let's get into this lesson, man. All right, and as you can see, the title here, this article is from the BRP or brproud.com. It says, "Stop the Tires 2020. Truck drivers planning a nationwide strike delay movement." Okay, and the reason why they done this because you know, President Trump lost. That's what I've heard. You know, there's a reason why they're doing this, and a lot of other things. The reason why they're doing this, and what's going to happen when these trucks stop running your cities and your neighborhoods and delivering your goods? That's going to become a shortage of those goods. Okay, and this is all going to lead up to food shortages. All right, which is going to lead up to famine. Okay, because these trucks, hey, you can't do anything without these trucks going in. These truck drivers, man. All right. I actually wanted to be a truck driver once. My brother was, my so-called brother, he was a truck driver, back in the day when I was a youngster. All right. But like I was saying, man, all right, once these trucks stop rolling into your cities and to your grocery stores and delivering all your goods, your food, what's gonna happen? You're gonna find empty shelves of food. You're gonna find empty shelves of all kinds of things, man. Your goods, okay? Because without these truck drivers, hey, it's like America comes that to a stop. So without further ado, let's read this article. All right, and I'm gonna pull out some. I actually got another article I'm gonna show, and I'm gonna pull out some precepts and go with this. Let's be edifying. So let's get into it, man. Okay. It says some groups of truckers are attempting to plan to strike for the end of November, all right, which the day is November the 30th, all right, 2020, your prophecy. So, all right, let's continue to read. Since it's created earlier this month, about 75,000 people who say they are truckers have joined a Facebook group called Stop the Tire 2020. The group also was attempting to strike around Veterans Day, which didn't happen. Okay. But Stop the Tires creator Jeremy Riddle has backed away from calls for a work stoppage, saying now is not the time. Rewarded discussed in a vlog how the overwhelming growth of the Facebook group took him by surprise and thrust him into a position of leadership he had not anticipated. Okay, so let's continue to read. Trucker strikes are difficult to organize, and past attempts had made minimal impact. The effect of the latest effort remains to be seen. Some social media posts says a strike would create a backup on the roads and possibility delay shipments to stores, warning people to stock up on supplies. And like I just said in the beginning, okay, that's gonna, and like I say, that's gonna, create a food shortages. Okay, all right. But a strike does not seem to be happening since the movement leader have called it off. And it don't mean it's not gonna happen though. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna read all this. I'm gonna read this. The reason why we are making an impact is one, we are self-reliant. We do We don't want to move back to cross seas to ship in our oil or have to be dependent on other countries. We want to be dependent on ourselves when we have more than enough here, said Brian Henson, a Stop the Tire 2020 committee member. In another group called Truckers Strike 2020, the administrator said the movement was created long before CD19 and the election that it would slug in. That is a nonpartisan group. Its sole purpose is to help create changes made within the industry to benefit drivers. Let's see. I'm gonna read this, skip that, and read down here. The truckers group say drivers are over-regulated, underpaid, and there are other issues as well, such as parking, e-logs, and detentions. Okay, so hey, these drivers, they're underpaid, man. All right, no, don't mean that trucker strike is not gonna happen, and they might delay it for now, but hey, it might happen. Okay, and when that happens, what you think's gonna happen? Okay, hey, Henson, who is a former trucker, says any movement would not stop the shipment of medical or emergency supplies. Yeah, it would. All right. So, like I say, this is all going to lead up to food shortages, man. Okay. Got another article. I'm going to show. Let's look at this one. This is from the CNBC.com. All right. As soon as it load up. All right. It says CD19 or Crown Royal 19 pandemic or plandemic is the first time 40% of Americans have experienced food insecurity. Okay, so this is all leading up to food shortages, man. Little to no food. Okay, and what's gonna happen when you ain't got enough? When you ain't got barely little to no food, they're gonna jack up the food prices. Okay, so this is all gonna lead up to a food shortage, man, which is already happening, by the way. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna read a little bit of this. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I will post this in the description box. It says Monica Wahlberg has been submitted many unemployment claims for the last 14 weeks, but she hasn't seen a cent yet. After losing her dream job as a director of a Madison, Wisconsin community arts center in June, Wahlberg was able to carry on for a while without unemployment benefits thanks to a severance package in her savings. Wahlberg, 45, held out hope that she would be able to find another job in her field, especially since she was asked to do phone and video interviews for a range of potential employers. But just getting by became more and more challenging as the months dragged on and her pantry supplies dried up, along with her savings. And that's what's happening to a lot of Americans, and especially including you Israelites, man. But it really gonna hit you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans even harder, man. Okay? Because hey, we ain't got nothing here. All right, we ain't got no savings. We ain't got shit. All right. Mainly all the elect. All we got is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to feed and feed his elect in that day, man. All right, like it says in Isaiah 50, not Isaiah 55, Isaiah 65 and verse 13, where it says, "My servants shall eat." All right, the Lord's servants are gonna eat. Okay, in that day. After her church sponsored a pop-up food pantry over the summer, Her pastor finally asks if she needs some of the leftover supplies. I appreciate that. I realize that I haven't had any of these canned goods for a while, Wahlberg said. Wahlberg isn't alone. About 4 in 10 Americans reported that they experienced food insecurity for the first time during the CD19, you know what that means, Crown Royal 19 pandemic, according to a new poll of 2,000 U.S. adults released Tuesday by Too Good Yogurt and conducted by market research company one poll. About half of those polls says they've struggled to afford food, while 37% reported skipping meals themselves so there was enough food for their children to eat. Hey, these are the times we coming into, man. Okay? Hey, you're gonna see more of that. And pretty soon you're gonna have a lot of people out here starving, man. Okay? Especially you Israelites, man. If you ain't covered by the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, you're grass. Okay? Pretty much. Alright? Yes, 63% said they didn't realize that they were experiencing food insecurity, which is generally defined as when an individual doesn't have reliable access to to a sufficient quantity of affordable foods. Hey, that used to be the thing, but not anymore. Okay, not everybody. Look, man. Hey, what does it say? Great misery shall come upon them that walked in great pride. All right, all you proud ass people, especially you Israelites, man. You proud Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You walked in pride. You ain't had no care in the world. All right, and like I say, they realized that they were experiencing food insecurity, which is generally defined as an individual doesn't have reliable access to sufficient quantities of affordable foods. They thought this only happens to people, who don't have jobs or don't have enough money to afford food. But now it's happening to, man. Hey, these are the times we're living in, man. Okay? And it's only gonna get worse. Okay? It's gonna get worse and worse. Alright? I'm not gonna read this whole article, man. It's gonna look like a long article. I'm gonna read a little bit more of this and then I'm gonna pull out some precepts. It says the majority of Americans experiencing food insecurity is about 60% say the inspiration of many federal assistance programs such as enhanced unemployment benefits and stimulus payments has made it even more difficult. About half reported that they're struggling to provide food for their families more now than they were at the beginning of the pandemic, man. So hey, it's only gonna get worse. Okay, it ain't gonna get no better. You think 2020 was bad, man? Oh man, 2021. Hey, it's over with. That's all I got to say. It's over. This devil's about to roll out these evil vaccines. All right, the vaccines pretty soon. All right, and then that's coming in. And I saw on the news. I got a report that they're about to roll that out before Christmas. Okay, they got two of these damn evil vaccines. All right, about to roll out before Christmas, and pretty soon the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, is gonna be coming out. All right, after the vaccines. So hey, hey, times are speeding up, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is speeding the days up for the elect's sake. We're almost out of here. But hey, first we got to go through Jacob's trouble. All right, we're like I said, we're gonna scarcely be saved out of this place, man. All hell is about to break loose. Okay, so without further ado, I'll put both of these articles in the description box. I'm not gonna read this whole thing; it's a lot to read. I'll put it in the description box. Y'all gonna read it, okay? But hey, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is he's cut off the mirth He's breaking the staff of the bread here in America, man. Babylon the Green. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 12. The word of the Lord Yahweh Shai came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by transgressing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it and will break the staff of the bread thereof and will send famine upon it and will cut off man and beast from it. So hey, that famine, that food shortage man, it's coming. It's here. I ain't gonna say it's coming. It's here. Okay, people are struggling to get food. All right, especially and then when these truckers, when they do that little so-called strike deal, all right, when they go on strike, that's it. When they don't get supplies to the stores, there's gonna be little to no food in the grocery stores, man. This place is through. And you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans need to wake the hell up and realize what time you're in. What time period your ass is living in. Because all hell is about to break loose in this place, man. Excuse my language. But hey, then you got all kinds of craziness going on, man. You got ISUPK, IUIC, and HOI. They telling you that, especially I laughed at this crap the other day, man. I saw this video from GMS upon precepts too, because the brother's channel his current channel is suspended. All right, where I saw in the video that he made, all right, where HOI talking about John 3:16 is the mark of the beast. John 3:16 is the mark of the beast. What kind of madness is this? So I guess I'm gonna write John 3:16 on my hand, on my forehead, go into Walmart, get some groceries, get stuff that I need, and then try to walk out with the groceries and stuff. The folks gonna look at me like I'm goddamn crazy. Come on, what in the hell is wrong with this nigga? Man, please. I laugh when that shit, man. Look. If you don't know that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast by now, then hey, we don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, and this devil is coming with it. Okay, and you won't be able to buy or sell without this chip. There's a brother, the elder Yashawama from Dallas. He did a lesson. I saw this lesson this morning, I believe, where it was an article where it said you won't be able to buy or sell without unless you done had the jab. Come on, man. But pretty soon, this is what they're preparing you for. First is the mask. You can't go in the stores without the mask on. You got to have a mask on in any store you go in. Pretty soon, you won't be able to go in the store or do anything unless you done had the jab. And then pretty soon, eventually, the chip. The microchip, man. Alright? And hey, I'm not scared to say Esau Edom or these vaccines, man. But hey, you got, like it says, you got to be circumspectly, all right? Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, man. Because hey, these devils will take your videos down if you even you even put vaccine in your title or anything. So hey, you got to look. As long as you get it, as long as you know what we talking about, who cares? And why in the hell are we debating about what to call Esau anyway? This guy's beneath us. Who cares? Anyway, I know I got off subject, but hey, that had to come out, man, because we're too late in the game to be even talking about this shit. Anyway, okay? We're too late in the game to be talking about this crap. But that's okay. Let's move on, man. Alright, this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made it. And who made these spirits? Yahweh Shai. Like it says in Isaiah 45:7. I form the light, create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord is doing this. All right, verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. the teeth of wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. All these things were created for the wicked. All right? And hey, you wicked, especially you wicked Israelites, man, you're about to be destroyed, man. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach 40 and 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and discordance. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood. All these, like I said, all these things are created for the wicked. And hey, you wicked Israelites are about to get exactly what you deserve, man. All right, why? Because you refuse to heed the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter times, and we're already in the latter times. We're in the last days. Last days of who? Esau's kingdom shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. All you proud ass Israelites, man, excuse my language, all you proud Israelites that walked in great pride, thinking you couldn't be touched. The Lord is about to touch you, and whoo, the Lord's about to do a miraculous work. The biggest I told you so is coming. Okay? So hey, the Lord isn't playing anymore, man. Okay? Let's get this. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Like I say, if these truckers can't get the food supply, and they gonna strike, and they don't deliver your food, hey, your stores are gonna be found empty. And your stores are already being found empty now, with people panic buying again. Okay? These people panic buying toilet paper again. Oh boy. Verse 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And we're blowing that trumpet day in and day out, warning you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to get right. All right, but you ain't hearkening. All right, verse 24, and at that time shall friends fight one another like enemies. That's coming. When there's a shortage of food, okay, like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter and the 19th verse, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Okay? Hey, people gonna be kicking down your doors for food. And at that time shall friends fight one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. No running water. Man. But hey, the elect is going to be protected, okay, in these times that are coming. And hey, we're praying to the Lord Yahweh Shin Shai, Lord willing, Albaratazat, that hey, we be found worthy to be protected. We want that mark of exemption, all right, the wad that is spoken of in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. That's what we're fighting for, man. Okay? We want to be covered in that day. Let's go here. I'll get that last. All right, this is Joel chapter 1 and verse 16. Is not the meat cut off before our eyes? Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our power. All right, and the meat is cut off. The meat is being cut off. The staff of the bread is being cut off. Okay, the seed is rotting under their cods. The the gardeners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered. Hey, the Lord is cutting the food supply here in Babylon the Great. This place is through. Okay? Let's see. Let's get this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All these are sent for scourges for amendment to correct you Israelites, man, and also sent for the wicked. All right, especially you wicked Israelites, man, that refuse to heed to the warnings of the prophets. Okay, excuse me, Sanaki. Verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. But Sanaki, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. A lot of you Israelites are gonna be out here confused. Okay, why? Because you put your trust in the shadow of Egypt. Okay, and I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that, man. Let me finish reading this. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Okay? This is Isaiah 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. That's a lot of you Israelites, man. You trust in Pharaoh, which is Esau Edom. You thinking things are going to go back to normal. You think things are going to get better. Things are not going to get better, man. Things are going to get much, much worse. And hey, tomorrow is December the 1st. Psh, hey, and tonight we got a blood moon, okay? I forgot to say that. All right, you got a blood moon that's gonna happen tonight. All right. So hey, a lot of things are about to happen in the month of December. Okay. So hey, you got to continue to watch. Verse 3: Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the saddle of Egypt your confusion. A lot of your guys gonna be confused out here pretty soon. Okay. You're gonna be like, what in the hell is going on? Hey, we tried to tell you what's going on, but you didn't want to hear. But the elect, hey, we're gonna be okay for the most part. Alright? But Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna take care of his elect, man. I can guarantee you that. Alright? This is Isaiah 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai the power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for the joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. A lot of you wicked Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are gonna be out here left without an answer. Let up a creek without a paddle. That's a little saying down here in the South. Okay? So, hey. And things are going to get so bad out here that, let's get that. That, hey, Michael Allah, the archangel, going to have to intervene to protect this elect. Okay? The Lord is going to have to protect his elect. The Lord is going to come back speedily. Okay? This is Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael, the archangel, stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, which is the Israelites, the elect. And there shall be a time of trouble. What trouble? Jacob's trouble. Such as never there was a nation even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Okay? So hey, the elect that's written in the book are gonna be protected. But 2/3 of you, not so much. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's going to be saved out of it? The elect. Okay? The elect is going to be scarcely saved, man. Okay? We're barely going to get out of here, man. Okay? Psh, things about to get Things about to get horrible out here. You have no idea. Okay? Let's see, anything else? That's pretty much it, man. That's all I want, That's all I had, alright? I just want to make this quick and short, straight to the point. Alright, so Lord, when I pray this lesson was edifying, I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna close it out by giving all praises and honor and glory that's due to Yahweh Shem Shai, by Shem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well, and as always, we give peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. See you with another lesson soon. Soon, Lord willing, Kwam Yasharanga, Shalom, and Why Abab Babal, Barakathon, Shalom, Israel.